Craving waffles, craving brunch, well, you can make it at home, and you can make it easily, and you can make it anytime with a few simple ingredients. Okay, first thing, I have my Oster waffle maker just kind of heating up in the background. I'm going to set this aside for a moment while it heats. Okay, now it just takes a few simple wet and dry ingredients and you've got yourself some very, very delicious Belgian waffles. So here I have 2 cups of milk. I'm going to do my wet ingredients first. I'm going to add a 1/4 stick of melted butter into the milk. It's just easy that way, just for mixing purposes. Okay, get that all out. Then I'm going to add 2 beaten eggs into the wet mixture. And just keep lightly stirring that around. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing has to be perfect. All right, and 2 teaspoons of some really good vanilla. Don't skimp. Don't buy cheap vanilla. It's expensive. Get a bottle for your pantry. So add that in. Wet ingredients done. We're halfway to brunch. Okay, now we have our dry ingredients. Here I have 2 1/4 cups of flour. All purpose is fine. Sometimes if you want to lighten it up, what I do is I take 1 cup of that and use 00 flour. But if you haven't got that, 2 1/4 cups all-purpose flour. All right, and I have a tablespoon of baking powder. I'm going to put that right in with the dry ingredients, kind of tossing everything aside. And 3 tablespoons of sugar. All right, pop that in. A 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And what I like to do is add in 2 teaspoons of really good cinnamon. Now, you don't have to add it. It's an option, but it's my option and I love it. Okay, so that's all added in. All right, let me get a spoon. Just kind of lightly mix that in. Make sure it's all incorporated for a moment. All right, make a little well in the center. I'm going to add our wet ingredients. Okay, the melted butter might congeal a little bit. Just kind of grab onto it with your spoon. Give this a little one more mix and just start mixing everything in. All right, the one thing you don't want to do is over stir your batter or it's going to develop gluten. Don't ask me the scientific explanation of developing gluten, but it will. So you just want to mix this around till it's wet and incorporated. Here we go. Nobody said I was the neatest creature in the world, but I get the job done. Okay, we're almost there. Just mix that in really well. And there's 2 schools of thought. You could let this sit for a 1/2 hour and rest so that it kind of relaxes the glutens. Again, not a teacher, can't tell you why and how, but apparently it does. But for the sake of time, we're going to go straight to waffle making. Okay, I have a cup measure. I have a spoon to scoop it out. And I put roughly my particular waffle maker, you'll have to figure out what yours takes. But I put roughly a cup into the waffle maker. Mine's nonstick. It's very easy. You could brush some butter on it, or oil, or Pam, spray some Pam, and it'll help it not to stick too badly. But mine happens to be nonstick. So we're just going to put it in there, roughly a cup. I just put it right down the middle and hope it squishes right. It makes a nice shape. I added just a little touch more. Okay, and we drop the lid. Mine's on just about the maximum. And on my waffle maker, a ready light comes on and it's done. Today, I'm going to be making these waffles and freezing them. My daughter and I like to take them out, put them in a toaster oven and heat them any given day, especially if we're in a rush. Why buy the pre-made waffles when you can make it yourself, freeze it, and then you've got them all set? So we'll wait for this to cook and then add, once it's finished, you can add syrup to it. You can also, in the recipe, add chocolate chips. Little minis are the best. Dried fruits. Let's see, a little bit of nutmeg. If you like nutmeg, that's a wonderful addition. Okay, the ready light has come on. So let's check our waffles out. They're beautiful. little brown. Now, remember, I'm going to be putting mine in the freezer, so I'm fine with them coming out right now. And I'm going to put them on a baker's rack to cool so they don't get soggy on the plate. Once they've all cooled, I'm going to put them into the freezer so that they're available to us anytime we want. So that's the secrets to Belgian waffles at home. As you can see, the best part of this is they're simple ingredients. They're usually things that you have at home, but most importantly, it doesn't have those strange chemicals all over the back of the box that you never really look at. So I hope you enjoy these. Let me know in the comments below how they come out. If you've enjoyed this session, like, subscribe, and share this with your friends. Have a wonderful day.